So, according to the Lloyd's Risk Index 2025, more than half of global insurers now rank geopolitical tensions among their top macro risks. So, that's no longer a niche concern, it's influencing the underwriting decisions across marine, cyber, energy, and all the trade related lines. So, we've already seen this play out in practice because following the disruptions in the Red Sea and the ongoing tensions around the Strait of Hormuz, many shipping companies have faced significantly higher war risk premiums and reduced insurer appetite. So, similarly, organizations operating in sectors vulnerable to state sponsored cyber attacks are also finding that some cyber policies now contain stricter nation state exclusions than they probably did just a few years ago. So, at the same time, if you see the global protection gap has also reached $183 billion according to Swiss Re's 2026 estimates. So, in simple terms, that's the difference between economic losses and what is actually insured. So, the result is that more risk is being retained on the corporate and the government balance sheets. And in fact, to support this, I have a very good example that happened in 2024, which was the Baltimore Bridge collapse. So, while insurance covered a significant portion of the losses, the wider economic disruption, including the supply chain impacts, the business interruption, and the infrastructure consequences, it extended far beyond what traditional insurance policies could fully absorb. So it's a reminder that not every loss is insured, even in the highly developed markets. And in fact, what's even more striking is that around half of all catastrophe losses remain uninsured every year. Despite better data, more sophisticated modeling, and in fact, greater awareness, the gap hasn't materially narrowed. So that tells us that this is no longer just an awareness issue, it's increasingly a capacity and an affordability challenge. And in fact, the trigger point, as we all know, was February 28th, the Middle East conflict, which became the sharpest repricing trigger in the specialty insurance in over 2 decades.